One of the reasons Donald Trump is president today is his preaching to us in the last election buildup about he was going to build a wall and Mexico was going to pay for it. Now, we've made fun of that and laughed at that. And as of today, of course, there's a little bit of a wall being built. Mexico's not paying for it. And of course, Trump has done some things through executive orders. Some have passed the court's tests, some have not. But there is progress slowly being made. Now, I believe it is still an issue, a big issue for the 2020 campaign. But I read something this weekend that just made me chuckle. Jorge Ramos wrote an article in the New York Times. Now, Jorge, if you don't know him, he's a dual citizen of the U.S. and Mexico. He's the lead reporter or journalist on Univision Television, the Mexican channel. He's a total liberal Democrat, believes in open borders, meaning that anyone can come across our borders for any reason, and taxpayers should pay for their health care or any other needs that they might have. And so he wrote an article that was negative from his perspective, but extremely positive from mine. The title of the article was "Trump Got His Wish. Mexico is now the wall." And what he was saying is that Mexico has been working on their own southern border, stopping illegal immigration from Guatemala and Central America, stopping them from making that 2,000 hike to our border. And they're also policing our border and literally fulfilling many of Trump's policies. And so Jorge was saying that Mexico is the wall and they're paying for it. I mean, I find that just exciting. Now, as I said, this issue is still alive and well. I went to the U.S. Border and Customs Agency website to get some stats. So in the last quarter of 2019, there were still 128,000 apprehensions at the southern border. Now, this is lower than what it has been, but it's still a big problem. And let me give you some numbers you will not get from the propaganda press. First, over 20% of these people apprehended have criminal records. I mean, they shouldn't be allowed a single step into this country. Also, the image the propaganda press gives you is that these illegals are just simply men and women with children just trying to better their lives in the States. And by coming, they're going to better our lives too. Well, that's not a true narrative. 61% of these apprehensions were singles. Even crazier, almost 10%, over 10,000 of these apprehensions were unaccompanied minor children. I mean, let that sink in. That is a huge problem, a massive issue. So we're not done with this. And so I don't know what Trump's mantra is going to be, or even the Democrats, but wherever it comes from, we're not done dealing with this issue of illegal immigration.